see her level damage. Surge. Oh, I got
Man, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Like, oh wait, this could be a lot of damage right here. Oh, never mind. I take it back. It's another quick. Wow. Vortex kick. Vortex kick. Arts
and
down.
killing that Bart.
Oh, wow, that's game.
Hi everyone and welcome back to Wbel Season 2. This is week 4 for the blind division, so as usual I met my good friend Chisei.
Hello.
So let's jump into the standings. So here with 3 points we currently have myself, Ksaun, and this is going to be one of the fight that we're going to cover today. So one of us will make it to the top and the other is going to join the middle of the group. And after this we got Maechen and Greatestness. And with 1 point we got EreshMelt, Maou, Sushi, Maughanman, Auronnj and Chisei. So I wish luck to everyone but Ksaun. Alright, so let's jump into the matches. Alright, so match number 1, we got Maechen against Sushi. So on Maechen's side, we got Zazan and both Allets. And on Sushi's side, we got A2, Shuzult, and Surges. So let's check this out.
Let's get into the match. Alright, so over on Machen's side, sticking true to the Two Puffs name, sticking with both Howlets. One thing that's a little concerning is, seeing the main DPS from Sushi being A2 and also having the Surges being both ice element against the Wind Howlet is going to be a difficult thing for Wind Howlet to be able to get a lot of value for. Also over on Sushi's side is the Shut Self, which is absolutely terrifying if you've ever gone against a good one. Having the stop, having the crazy damage, and if he's able to get his heal back, it's basically like he has 2 lives. So Sushi's team looking very strong, having that great source energy, having the ice energy. But once again, that being said, from Machen's side, his Ice Howlet is put in a ton of work. Like that one unit, I wouldn't be surprised if he went through in 1v3. So even though I don't like the Wind Howlet's chances, I do like the Ice Howlet's chances. So Zazan getting out there early, meaning he should be able to take out the first hit, which, he gets stopped, but crucially, he does survive. Oh.
Yeah, he might soak another hit. Alright, so we got the Howlet that's buffing, staying behind. Surges going for the Wind Howlet, doing about half the HP, and the Protect comes late, unfortunately. So now we got A2 and killing that Zazan. Did he use? No, so no zombie mask. Alright, so we got the... Oh, so the LB is going to be wasted on that Surges. Oh, that's unfortunate. Is he going not even go able to kill him? Surges has a lot of slash resistance, so it's not too surprising. And Protect is removed on that Howlet, but I think it's the one that didn't get it. Alright, so we got the Wind Howlet. Okay, that's kind of confusing with the both Howlet. And now the Surges is gone. And now we got A2, Destructive Spiral, and killing the original Howlet. Next we got the Ice Howlet that's going next, and probably going for Shuzult. Yes, so Tranquil rank. Oh wow! He didn't have time to use his Courage buff, right?
I don't think so, no. I think the Zazan baited him out.
Yeah, I like Zazan. Alright, so double hit on that Howlet. So with the heal back, I like Machen's Howlets currently, especially with the Ace. So wow, doing 8k on that A2, so A2's retaliation. Wow. Destructive Spirals, so a little bit heal back, but not a ton. Okay, so next we got Howlet. Slowing slash, killing that A2, but she still has her re-raise. So now it's the moment of truth. She must one-shot in, otherwise. Oh, but if she lands slow, that could be a game changer though. So let's check this out. Not even lead to a one-shot. That was rough.
That came down to the very end there. Like
close.
I said before, it was almost a 1v3 from the Howlet. I mean, to be fair, Ice Howlet, I was not expecting the amount of damage he would do to that Surges. Being able to deal about 6k to the Surges, despite the elemental disadvantage, was actually pretty great to see from Machen's side. But aside from that, the Zazan soaked 2 hits, the Howlet soaked 2 hits, but it was the Ice Howlet that came through and pretty much cleaned up the rest of the team. I actually thought that with the haste and with standing still, that the Howlet was going to be able to lap the A2 at the end there, but unfortunately for Maechen, that wasn't the case. If that was the case, yeah, he definitely would have won. If A2 had 5 less AP, he probably would have won.
Yeah.
Like, it really came down to the wire there. It was A2's last attack with the last little bit of her AP, so very, very impressive on both sides.
I feel like if that Protect will have come sooner on the win Howlet, he could maybe have soaked a third hit. It maybe could have been a game changer.
That's also true. Yeah, the Protect coming in right after the damage from the Surges was a little sad to see. But also, like I said, there was just so many moments where this game could have swung back and forth. The fact that the stop didn't land on the Ice Howlet was also massive. So that was well prepared for Maechen there, unless Ice Howlet has stop resistance, which he might, I'm not sure. But yeah, but the Protect getting dispelled was big from the Shed Cell onto the Ice Howlet. So, I mean, like I said, there was just so many back and forth there that really contributed to this game coming down to the wire. So it was a fun match to watch.
Yeah, I'll give the key of the match to Activation Time.
Oh man, what would I give the key of the match to? I would probably just say A2's agility. I don't know, because like the fact that he wasn't able to lap her even with haste and standing still.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. That was like just her being able to get that last attack off was huge.
Yeah, very true. I agree with you. It's better than mine.
No.
Alright, so GG to both players and congratulations to Sushi.
Yep, GG to both players.
Alright, so match number 2, we got Auronnj against Maou. So on Auronnj's side, we got Squall, Tancred, and Whisper again. And on Maou's side, we got Murmur, Howlet, and Whisper. So let's check this out. I honestly don't understand why he doesn't at least try Noctis. This character is so good. I mocked for Maou, and the result I had with Noctis were totally different. It was a game changer for him.
Well, I can understand. I can understand totally wanting to play your favorites. Like, I know, once again, I've said this in the previous videos, I know Squall is one of his favorites. In the same way that I knew Lucio is one of my favorites. I'm determined to make him work. I'm determined to get a win with him. So I feel Auronnj might be feeling a little bit the same way. Especially like if he can get a win with Tancred and he can get a win with his favorite, I mean that's worth like 5 wins in my book. So
because I'm okay with Squall, with using Squall for time. I'm okay, but use Noctis. He's so good. Especially against Maou, because his team is mostly magical.
Yeah, Noctis is great against magic tanks. That being said, Mao's team having the red mage angle, the magic damage might actually help out against this Squall. So it might be, like I said, it might be a tough matchup because I think Squall is mostly known as being a bit of a physical tank or physical bruiser unit. Yeah. So we'll have to see how the damage matches up on both sides because Murmur, once again, no slouch when it comes to damage. One thing that's a little disappointing over on Mao's side. Actually, maybe not. With that Heart of Flutter, it completely negated what I was going to say. I was going to say the Whisper was a little too far off to the side, and I thought that he was going to be able to engage with the Howlet first. But now I think the Whisper's in range that the Squall should be able. Yep, the damage goes towards her instead. Whereas the Whisper on Auronnj's side, unless she also has a Heart of Flutter TMR, she might be a little too far in the back. And even if they can reach the Whisper, it's AoE range for all three of them. So it's a little scary on Auronnj's side when it comes to these AoEs. But I mean, Squall does have the wide barrier. So if it is a big AoE, he's going to take a lot less damage. But let's see how much damage he takes here. Oh, it's just on the Tancred.
So it's what Tancred does best, dying. So just like Auronnj said, Winding Blade. Oh, so okay, so the Whisper is out. So next we got the other Whisper. I would have liked her to be a little bit more on the side, but now it's great because they'll be there's a bit more distance between the Squall and Whisper. So alright, so low damage on that Squall, that's not too bad. All that perfect. So Evening Diffusion on that Whisper, so it's good for him. Next we got Squall again. Let's see the level of damage. Maybe use this straight line attack. Winding blade, not even okay. So a lot of damage. So it's looking really good for Auronnj. So perfect. We got Whisper, protection break, and oh, she did a ton on that outlet. So next outlet again, but now they're kind of grouped. So maybe he could get them both, and both units survive. So that's really great. And also they're pretty close. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. I take it back.
Oh, but he goes again. Both units get to go again. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Okay, wow. I said nothing. I think about my bitching. It was the right play.
So I told you I was worried in the beginning about the magic damage versus the Squall, and I was worried that the Whisper wasn't going to get up far enough. But just like you pointed out during the match, her being in the back towards the end was actually huge, being able to back tank a little bit to pull the Howlet a little bit further forward, and she wasn't close enough to get caught up in AoEs. So that her being in the back was actually great for Auronnj there. And like I said, the damage was just where it needed to be. The Whisper was doing more damage than I expected her to. Doing just a little under what Squall was doing, honestly. Squall was hitting about 3.5 to 4k, and that Whisper was hitting for about 2.5 to 3k. So really impressive damage coming out from the Whisper. And I was actually a little scared towards the end there when Squall didn't kill with his AoE attack, because after that attack, he only had 15 AP. So I didn't even know he had an attack that he'd actually go. I thought he was going to be relegated to doing auto attacks. Turns out he has an attack that not only killed the Whisper, but restored his AP back. So it was perfect for him right there to be able to get the AP that he needed. He didn't even need it because Whisper cleaned up anyways. But that was a really clean end to the fight there.
I still think that Noctis would have been better, but I'm still impressed by Whisper's attack. I would say that the Squall is best qualities that is really great to tank slash damage. So, but on Howlet's side, his greatest quality is to have slash penetration damage. Maybe Maou didn't use all his slash attack penetration, but I don't know. They'll tell us in the comment. But yeah, both team I think had the right strategy. The only thing probably was placement.
Yeah, placement was absolutely huge. And even if Noctis might have been better, the style points from the Thancred and the Squall can't be understated. Absolutely. I'm glad that this team was able to pick up a win. Once again, no discrediting Mao's side. The damage from both the Howlet and the Murmur were absolutely there. I think if the Whisper was able to take maybe one more hit, that would have been, once again, if you see how the life totals on left over on Auronnj's side, it's pretty low. So if the Whisper is able to maybe take one more hit, that might have been a huge difference changer. But the match was definitely close, as you could tell from the end there. If that Howlet was able to get one more AoE off, I think it would have been curtains for Auronnj. So another very, very close match, and well played, obviously, from both sides.
Yeah, I'll give the key of the match to Auronnj's Whisper, both for surviving the last hit and to kill the Howlet at the end for her damage.
No, I think I'm there with you. I'm going to give the key of the match over to the Whisper. That back tanking and pulling that Howlet forward was massive.
Perfect. So GG to both players and congratulations to Auronnj.
Yep, GG to both players.
Alright, so next match we got Greatestness against Maughanman. So on Greatestness side we got Tyrell, Valade, and A2. On Maughanman side we got Nasha, Melnia, and Lara Croft. So let's check this out.
Alright, getting into the match. On Greatestness side, we've seen this team come out from Greatestness a few times now, and understandably so. It's a really good team. It's very strong. Not really much else I gotta say about it. It's just solid. But on Maughanman's side, I am excited to see how this team works. I think we've also seen this team in action one time. But with this map, it's long enough that the gunners should be able to do what they need to do. The height range is a little odd. Just tons of very, very height ranges, but it all kind of levels out into being kind of average. There's no like huge peaks and valleys. So I don't see the gunners having too much of an issue finding sight lines, but if they are able to get some good pot shots off at Greatestness side, I think it could be very scary for him. especially with Melnia having the Reaver's removal against the A2, that will help take out a lot of her survivability. So I was about to say she might even be raged now, but she's not quite yet. Definitely next turn though. The one thing that's also really important for Maughanman's side is making sure that the Nasha gets out far enough that the gunners aren't getting caught up in AoEs. Thankfully, she moves next, which is good. Because if A2 got to go move before her, A2 is still far enough away, but okay, she gets out. The A2 dodges, which is
it's not so
unexpected.
bad. She needed to pull off the taunting blade. She did, so it's great this way. Alright, so next we got Melnia, but now she'd be awfully close though. So Castigation, removing the buff on Tyrell, not doing that much. Next we got Lara Croft, so going forward, let's see. So I'm not even able to kill that Tyrell even with the triple chain. So alright, next we got Valet, so probably a healing on that Tyrell. So Tyrell is going to go next, so we get 6k healing. So what is he going to do? Is he able to hit Lara Croft? No, so Grudge Blade, not that much on that Nasha, but now she's so close to the others, Ren and Man, and killing them both. Ooh. Yeah, so alright, so that Melnia will have to do a ton. Let's see if she's able to one hit that E2. Not. The Protect does this job.
Oh, absolutely.
So Kiran did be a full elf now. So yep, doesn't look good at all for Maughanman, unfortunately. The idea was there, but I think that the Nasha probably needed more protection, maybe more heist protection, and to be further apart. But yeah, it's really difficult to handle A2 for the old gen units.
Yeah, like I said, I thought the Melnia would have been a really good solid option, but I think, like you said, the Protect and all that stuff was there that it made it very difficult for the Melnia and the Lara Croft to deal their damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lara Croft didn't have her time in the sun. She only had time to use one attack on Tyrell, and then she instantly died. Tyrell placement was really the key of the match, because if she had started a part of the two gunners, maybe it would have been different. But yeah, I have to put the blame on that Nasha.
Yeah, I would say I'd either say that, or I'd say probably the Protect. Like I said, because the main thing that the gunners want to do is be able to take out the enemy really quick before they are able to engage. So the Nasha, unfortunately, I don't know the build that he came up with, but without the Nasha was able to die, unfortunately, pretty early on. I think she only took 2 hits. So even if she was apart, only being able to take 2 hits, they were going to be able to go on the gunners really soon, especially with that Protect up. So the damage just wasn't there for Maughanman's side. So I would say probably just the bulkiness over on Greatestness side, between just the VCs, the Protect, all that stuff. Only being able to deal 2,000, 3,000 for each hit is not what you want to see from a gunner team. So I think I would have to give the key of the match just to general bulkiness over on Greatestness side.
Yeah, I feel like Missile was predicted, because Melnia can do a lot of damage. Of course, there was some layers like Protect that was involved, even though I think that 2.5k from the Melnia is really not much on that A2. So it's kind of odd, I would say, because nobody preps for Missile nowadays. But of course, when you have the opponent roster in front of you, it's easier to predict. But yeah, I will say that Greatestness was prepped for Missile.
Yeah, it definitely could have been the case there.
Alright, so GG to both players, and congratulations to Greatestness.
Yep, GG to both players.
Alright, so next fight we got Chisei against EreshMelt. So on Chisei's side we got Lilith, New Lucio, and Tyrell. On EreshMelt's side we got Fang, Sosha, and Lorenzo. So let's check this out.
And right off the bat, I want to apologize to EreshMelt. We were trying to do a live reaction, and we had a great talk, but I just realized that my audio did not record. So it was really unfortunate that I wasn't able to have that conversation in this video. But I will say that this fight was one that I will say that his team was one I was very afraid of. Because I had specced super, super hard into Evasion. I had Alexandrite rings, I had main slot, sub-slot VCs, Lux Stones, everything. and then he brings the Pierce team. So I was like, I don't know if I'm going to have the damage, and I don't know if I'm going to have the survivability against this Pierce team. And EreshMelt said as much too. He's like, yeah, I'm hoping to be able to, catch off guard and get some damage. So that's the main thing, is being able to see how much damage I can deal and how well I can survive his damage despite being super spec'd into accuracy. The full Pierce team on his side, really good units too. Sosha, we just saw, the Sosha just does so much damage. Lorenzo has the slow sass effect, which I tried to prepare for, but at 50%, I think I only have 25% prepared for. So yeah, right now my strategy is to have Tyrell as kind of a tank, and once again, he's not as far up as I was hoping he would be.
Nope.
To tank.
Nope.
And so he gets caught up in the AoE there.
Alright, so Lucio, Blade of Luminosity, enough to kill that Lorenzo. Fang tanked it pretty well. If she had a barrier, now it's gone. So next we got Sasha. Alright, so Lucio lapping again, and Fatal. Oh, that fight is already gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said to me that it was a quick video. It was a quick video.
Yeah. Like I said, unfortunately, my Lucio was able to deal enough damage to the Fang. And like I said, the haste really helped me lap there. But yeah, like I said, I was afraid about the damage that he was. And to be fair, like I said, the Fang did a lot of damage to the Tyrell and a good chunk of damage to the Lucio as well. It doesn't look like it because he healed it back towards the end there. I just got really, really lucky that they weren't able to chain on me and that I was able to take out some of the units early on.
Yeah, I would say that if Regen can feel the damage that was done, it wasn't a lot of damage. Do you know which team he was anticipating on your side?
Funny enough, I think he was anticipating this, but he said he made up his mind. He knew what team he was going to bring against me. He was already set that he was going to bring Pierce against me. So I don't know exactly which team he was anticipating on my side, but I think it was this one. So
yeah, it's a long map, so it's really hard to predict where your opponent's going to be. If you have like your DPS that's too far back, he's not going to be able to join the fray on time. If your tank is a little bit too far, so he got time to be chained down and to die. So yeah, you have to roll the dice a little bit, and unfortunately for EreshMelt side, it didn't went his way. So
yeah, I agree. And like I said, for my side, like I mentioned in the fight, the Tyrell didn't get as far forward as I was hoping he would, because I did have Bowtie on him, but I also had Heart of Flutter, so one more turn was kind of what he needed to be able to actually get out in front of my team. But he didn't have that because EreshMelt's units enclosed on me way quicker than I thought that they would. So unfortunately, I was able to get caught up in those AoEs. But fortunately for me, it ended up working out for me. So, it's not what I planned, but it worked out for me in the end.
Yeah, once again, your Lucio feels like a cheat code. Like, you can't tank that much damage and deal that much damage.
Just say that from my previous 2 weeks.
Alright, so the key of the match, well, it's Lucio.
I mean, yeah. I don't really have much else to really say. It's Lucio. His tankiness, his damage, it's everything.
Alright, GG to both players and congratulations to you.
Thank you, and sorry again to EreshMelt. Like I said, had a wonderful time talking with you. Absolutely great guy. Had a really fun match. Just sorry for my end on the audio issues, but GG's.
Yeah, at least if you're not in position to get some footages that we could put in the video, I will play against EreshMelt later this season. So we'll have another shot to shotcast him and to hear him.
Yes, yeah, that would be great.
All right, so let's jump into the last video.
Sounds good.
Cool. Let's get into it. Should be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So hi everyone, I'm currently here for my live reaction battle with Ksaun. So Ksaun, thank you for doing this.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it, man. Should be fun. Should be a fun battle. Curious to see what you brought.
Yeah, so I tried to be a little bit funky this week. I decided to go with a funky person team. And on your side, I see that it's probably going to be lightning.
There's always a chance. You'll see. You have a higher magic stat than I would have anticipated.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming this is Volk and something else, but I don't know. I threw this team together about 15 minutes ago, so we'll see. Okay. We'll see if Auronnj can hold up against the fire units.
I was really afraid of the lightning, so I'm still kind of relieved. But still, this team was was made with lightning in mind.
Yeah, lightning is an absolute monster. With all those like vision card upgrades that the Sword Knight has gotten, she just has become an absolute terror. She's so much better than she used to be. Sorry about that.
No problem.
You're going to see the movement. I've got the bow tie on Orlando, hoping that people draw to that side, but your guys are still walking straight forward, it looks like, so we'll see how this works.
Yeah, this is a long map. It was difficult to tune.
Mm-hmm.
So the key on my side is that Sosha.
Yeah. Is she running hate over there too? Or no, you've got rain, so probably not, huh?
No. I have plenty of 8 on my side already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a stupid thing. Like, just talk about it, and I was like, all right, I want to run this team, no matter what. So I really tried to make it work.
This could be trouble for me because Orlando could take a really long time to get into this fight. We'll see. Rain actually soaked that pretty well.
Yeah. Is Volke...
See if...
Okay, Volke is near, so he has that extra layer of single target protection. So now let's see the level of damage that Volke could do.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Not that much.
Auronnj soaking like a champ.
Oh no! And now we have Cloud that lap. Ah yes, he survived! So
that massive AoE resistance on Rain though is so big. He's got so much AoE res.
Alright.
This one could hurt. Yeah, that's a lot. Is he live?
Oh! He killed him!
That's brutal.
Yeah, but that's only
That's
your
brutal.
120 units, so I'm not relieved at this point. And please don't go near. Alright, so we have a big jump. I think it is horizontal jump, and now I forgot about that Sid.
Yeah, this bow tie is actually just like killing me right now because it took him so long to get into this, and he still hasn't done damage.
Still
Rain's gonna
alive!
live another hit. It's looking bad. It's looking rough. I'm proud of how well the Auronnj took the Volk damage, but yeah, this is looking pretty grim for me, I think. I need a reflex on Cloud. Maybe I can speak it into existence. Nope. Not gonna happen.
Oh man, Volke is hitting so poorly, like he did like what not even 2k on your Cloud.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that sharpshoot did more than I would have thought. Although I didn't really, do missile resistance into your team, so at least we claim a kill. Orlando's got a kill on the board.
I'm just really happy to have been able to pull Volke and Rain.
Still lose the sharpshoot.
Yeah, it's not done yet.
It's not, but it is. I mean, let's be honest.
I wanted to be polite a little.
Orlando doesn't have the reflex like Cloud is, so even there, I don't even think there is that like 0.1% chance of something going crazy. But hey, we'll see. You know what? Maybe he pops a limit break, gets haste, and then laps and gets his 140 mid fight, and then somehow pulls a victory. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I think that Volke didn't even practice heal back or his re-raise.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get through that guy. GG's. Good game. I think I don't know. I don't think I would have won anyway. But obviously the bow tie was really big there. You didn't ask me what the key of the match was, but I think one key of the match is the bow tie was actually hurting me way more than it helped me. Obviously the whole strategy was to try and draw people onto that side, but it didn't actually draw them. So then him taking like 3-4 turns to get into the fight was pretty big. And then I think Rain being able to hit the limit break on Auronnj was massive because I was building a lot of pierce resistance on Auronnj because I thought there was a decent chance that you would bring some pierce units regardless of which ones. So obviously like Auronnj took the damage from Volk really well, but I think obviously Rain with the fire resistance drop and the double slash hit was pretty brutal.
Yeah, it's what I was wondering, is that even if Sid was grouped with your guys, there was a big chain that was going on. I'm not sure if it would have been able to kill that Volke. I don't know if it's because he has some slash resistances on him, but he looked pretty unfazed.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a slash res or not, or at least for like Cloud, because Cloud has a pretty nice amount of slash pen, especially with the Mega Slash. I think he gets extra slash pen when he does that attack, so he probably had 100 when he did that attack, to be honest.
Damn.
I think it's probably just a mix between like AoE resistance and different stuff like that, but regardless, I mean, Volk's a monster, so yeah, we'll see. Maybe I can get a rematch in playoffs down the road.
Then even more proud of my Rain.
Yeah, I mean, Rain was huge that fight, honestly. He did close to 7k, I think, to Auronnj on that attack. And Auronnj did 3k to Rain before on the attack, so who knows? I mean, if Auronnj was able to get another attack off, just having the Rain dead earlier might have made it a closer fight. I don't think I win regardless, but maybe somehow I pick off Sosha later or something. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it was a good fight either way.
It was very fun, and thanks again to do it with me. It's always fun to do those live reaction videos. We're thinking of continue to do them with every players that Chisei and I are going to fight against. So if you guys are up to it, just take that into account and reach us.
Absolutely. Highly recommend it to all the players, and just on behalf of all the players and all the people who watch the league, just huge thank you to you and all the other people who are involved in this. It's been really cool. Obviously, I know it takes a lot to run these kinds of things. Obviously, I've done it myself, and massive appreciation for you and everybody else that's doing this. So
thank you, Ksaun. Alright, so this is the conclusion of week 4. So presently we got myself in first place with 4 points, but with only 1 kill difference from Greatestness that also has 4 points. After this, in third position we got Maechen with Ksaun following also with 3 points. After this, with the 5th spot, we got the Sushi with 2 points and Auronnj with 1 point. This is really close at the bottom for the 6th place. So you guys, I suggest you to start maybe switching teams if you want the extra standing points to have use all the unit in your roster. Otherwise, it could be a shame if you're 1 point away from the playoff spot. So Chisei, you went on the board.
I know. I'm surprised. I finally got my first point. That was 1 point more than I was expecting, but exactly where I was hoping to get this season. So I've achieved my goal. So everything else is just smooth sail.
Yeah, and you're closer than Auronnj for use all your units in your roster.
Yep, I had my Hope team that 1 week that barely lost to an evade, and I've been using my Lucio team. So I think I've used 6 out of my 10 or 11 units. So still have a few to use, but I'm about halfway there.
Unfortunately for Maughanman, he still didn't get a point this week. It's starting to become really difficult for him. Well, I will say that since there's still 4 players that have 1 point, maybe he can get into the playoff with a negative record. But I would suggest him to maybe try to win the last 5-1. It's going to be difficult, but at least it's possible. Others have done it, so why not him? Alright, this concludes this week. Thanks to all players for their games. We're basically stealing your work to make this league great. So, and thank you again for watching. I hope that we're going to see you in the next video.